Most people go their entire lives not knowing that the world they live in is not ours. We live on the edge of clarity and darkness, of good and non-good, of brightness and pain. Every day the spirit world grows ever closer to the world of the living. We, the chosen few, are among the chosen few who have chosen to live in both worlds. To say to those who would enter this earthly realm, "Come at me, bro. This is Earth. This is haunting. This is domination. This is power. This is ghosts. This is family. This is more ghosts. This is it. This is our shot. This is the ride of our life. Or should we say, our afterlife. This is Ghost Trackers. This is something we've been working on for a long time. Over the past few years, the Ghost Trackers have tackled some of the most frightening stories in supernatural history. The Lizzie Borden house, Alcatraz prison, the Manson huts, the other ones, Casper the Friendly Ghost's mansion. But after many months of hard work, research, and perseverance, we're finally ready to tackle the greatest mystery of the modern age. A story so full of twists and turns that I don't even know how we're going to figure it out. Today, for the very first episode of Ghost Trackers, we tell the story paranormal researchers were born to tell. The Ghost Trackers investigate the 2008 financial crisis. First thing first, I had to assemble my crew. Clay Goodman, location scout and team empath.
Hardest lock-in was the Thompson Center downtown. It's a government building, so I had to sneak in. I had to stay in the pedway until the weekend. So I was there for 36 hours before I was able to get back into the Thompson Center.
Ron Reagans, equipment manager and former uncle by marriage.
It's a digital voice recorder. We use it to get paranormal phenomenon on digital tape. Irrefutable proof that the paranormal is the normal.
This complex belonged to Jeffrey Michael Steele, a hedge fund manager with BNP Paribas, one of the main architects of the economic collapse. In 2009, ashamed of his actions and the people he'd hurt in his climb to the top, Jeffrey became a recluse. He didn't come out again until 2010. But he didn't come out on two legs. He came out on his back. In a body bag. Because he wasn't alive. Because he was dead. Because I knew that this would be a difficult investigation, I enlisted the help of our resident medium, Connie Oshana. After she performed a complete reading of the building, she gave me all the gruesome details, so I knew exactly what we'd be up against. Like every investigation, we begin by placing static cameras in the most active areas. First, the small stairwell where 3 men fell to their deaths while running to escape the rage of Jeffrey Michael Steele. Second, the hallway that leads to the offices of Jeffrey Michael Steele's financial servants. Third, the bedroom of Jeffrey Michael Steele's neglected son. And finally, the very stairwell where Jeffrey Michael Steele hanged himself in the early days of the investigation into the financial crisis. After the static cameras are placed, Ron, Clay, and I split up to investigate separate areas. Ron decided to head up to the stairwell where Jeffrey Michael Steele committed suicide by hanging himself. I went to investigate the office hallway where countless men toiled away, night after night. Clay decided to stay behind in the basement to see what kind of readings he could get there.
Are there any spirits here willing to communicate? I am here to talk to you. How did you die? Was there blood?
This hallway leads to a bunch of different offices that were used toiling away at all hours of the night for all sorts of calculations and who knows what else. 7 or 8 people have died in these offices, so I'm gonna take some time by myself and see if I can contact any of the spirits. As soon as I sat down, I could already feel like a chill coming over my body. I'm gonna record, do an EVP session and see what I can find.
Alright, I got my camera, my equipment, and action. Hello YouTube and welcome to I Heard It Through the Vapevine. I'm your host Clay Goodman and I'm here to teach you about all the newest vapes and vape equipment, and even if you're on a budget.
What was it like during the financial crisis? Do you blame yourself? Are you mad that there was a Democratic president in office? Is that why you had a hand in destroying the economy? Would everything have been fine if instead we had elected John McCain?
Is there anyone here who would like to make contact with me? Did you spend your nights away from your family working here in these rooms alone? If you did and you want to talk, just talk into the red light that I'm holding. Did you hear that? I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills. Okay, I'm gonna continue on. If that was you, could you slam that door again? If there's someone here, or better yet, speak into the red light I'm holding. I can't. Okay, it started with the chills, and now I'm real lightheaded. I feel just sick to my stomach. Is this what you felt like? Is this what you felt like while you were working? Lightheaded and sick to your stomach? I can't. I gotta go. I can't be in here anymore. I can't. It's too much.
The intensity of the investigation became too much for me, and I headed outside. A first for Ghost Trackers.
So today what I want to talk about is what to do when you find some dope ashes upstairs on a mantelpiece and you've got an empty cartridge that you want to try to smoke this. So what you're going to do is take the box that you found on the mantelpiece, open it up, you're going to sift through all the hard clumps because that's not going to be worth smoking in your vape. And you're going to pack your cartridge just with some of these ashes. Remember, again, avoiding all the clumps. Pack it in there, and that'll give you some nice, really dense curls. And depending on the ashes of what you find, you can also add a new, different flavor to whatever your packet is. It could be pineapple, it could be some fish, I don't know. Ashes can come from anywhere, at any time, and from any place.
All right, you penny-pinching ghost bitch. Now you're making me go provocative. I can do that. It doesn't have to be this way. Answer me. Do you have a 401k, you fucking finance piece of garbage? I'll bet you can't even bench 401k. I can. Did you make your daughter's 3rd grade recorder concert? Or were you too busy? You know, finance can be very demanding, like being an electrician. You know, maybe we all have recorder concerts that we regret not being at.
At this very moment, Ron's digital recorder picked up an unexplained voice.
Maybe you and I could connect over that. You banking turd muffin.
Listen now with enhanced audio.
Maybe you and I could connect over that. You banking turd muffin. You bet. You bet. You bet. You bet. You bet. You bet.
We don't believe this to be Jeffrey Michael Steele, but could it be the spirit of his mistress telling Ron to connect that you-know-what? I turned off my microphone and had no idea that I'd been followed out. I have to warn you that my reaction is not for sensitive viewers. What you're about to see is footage of what an evil spirit can do when it attaches itself to a living person.
Now I'm going to address some of the questions brought up in my last video, using a ballpoint pen to smoke some shit. YouTube user Vape Juice asks, what's the battery life on the Viper L20? Well, it depends on how much you're using it. You know, if you're going through a heavy vape session, like I like to do, it can last you about 1 to 2 hours. User Vaping It to the Streets asks, if my battery for my vape is not holding a charge anymore, should I just replace the battery or get a whole new vape? I mean, that's going to depend on the model of vape you have and the battery. User Toby Maguire fan asks, what good movies have you seen lately? I saw Dazed and Confused the other day. Really spoke to me. Be sure to like and subscribe, and if you smoked any weird ashes, leave a comment down below and I'll try to respond as soon as I get time.
After our intense individual sessions, we decided to regroup for one final, unprecedented investigation.
Right now, Ron and Clay and I are in the bedroom of Jeffrey Michael Steele's son. This is the bedroom where he would spend most of his time while his father was out doing what he did best, destroying the economy. So he was often left alone here to play by himself until he very, very tragically ended his own life. So we're going to spend a moment in here and try and get a response from him.
Try to communicate, make a connection.
Let's see if we can maybe interact with him.
They say that children's spirits are often the most receptive to interaction. They're playful, and
It's because they were so close to being ghosts before they were born.
yeah, so we're just going to see what kind of evidence we can find in here. I'm already starting to get chills, so we'll see.
It's freezing in here.
If there is any young boy in here who would like to communicate with us, please just come over and talk. We'd love to spend some time with you. I know that's not something your father often did.
There's a lot of toys in here too. We will gladly play with you.
Yeah,
if you would like.
we would love to take a minute and push you on a swing set or
Do you have
play
any
catch.
response to allegations that your father's guilty of insider trading?
Is that
A lot of people just want answers. They want to know where their money went.
guilt what led you to end your own life? Or was it because your father never spent any time with you?
Or was it because somebody let a Home Depot bucket with shallow water in it just sit in the middle of a playroom?
Is your father's shame why you commit seppuku?
Was.
It's the Japanese ancient art of honorable method of killing yourself.
Oh. Well, he was American. Were you an enthusiast of Japanese culture? Did you read from right to left? Could you read at all?
You heard any bedtime stories by Yukio Mishima?
Did you see The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise?
If you'd like, we'd like to try and play a game with you.
Yeah.
So feel free to call back or run towards us or move any of the toys around here for us. Ready?
Yeah.
Red Rover, send baby ghosts over. Red Rover, send baby ghosts over. Red Rover, send baby ghosts over.
Hey, what are you doing in my son's room? Are you those ghost trackers? I told you on the phone that we're all alive and this house isn't haunted. You need to leave right now. I'm calling the cops, okay? This is a home invasion.
Okay guys, we have to go. Let's get tracking.
The financial crisis of 2008. There has been no event in American history that has led to more paranormal experiences. And while we can never be sure if we are truly making contact with the other side, when you look at all the evidence, there is only one real conclusion.